We're just gonna have a good conversation with our good pal Anna Margaret.
Can you tell us, Anna Margaret, how you pronounce that spicy?
No. No, because I feel judged now.
That's exact. I'm actually asking you to say it again so that I can judge you more.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that one. Actually,
on the pod.
All right. I'll say it.
No.
You're not gonna say it how she said.
Go to Jane.
You know what, Colin? I just watched you put your dumpling on your pajama pants.
I'll do it again.
So I don't really want to.
I'll do it even with. I'll do it even with the sauce on it. For the listener, currently I'm using my pajama pants as sort of a tablecloth X.
It's like a place setting,
X
but it's on the
plate
floor
charger. X.
Hannah's just been shaking her head over there.
Yeah, SMH.
Hannah's in it for the vibes. She's in it for the fresh air this
Ashley, I'm worried my toes are going to be in that picture.
Oh, we'll cut it out.
Anna Margaret doesn't show her toes for free.
I can crop.
What am I breaking so much for? You hear my voice cracking?
It's from
Probably
Six Flags.
from Scrims.
To and fro? Yeah, I was screaming today. I did scream
Guys,
today.
I'm nervous. My palms are sweating.
No nervous.
Palms are sweaty. Mom spaghetti. All over this sweater that he loves so much.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Hannah, do you think that if Colin was actually bald like when we thought he was, that he would look like Eminem?
I had this theory that if you shaved all her hair off, she'd look like a British man.
Who?
Regina George. You know.
What?
God.
Mean Girls. Hello.
Oh my gosh.
Mean girl.
Knock, knock.
I've seen Mean Girls twice.
It's
What?
culture.
Have you seen the new one?
Yes, that's the second time.
What? It's not the same
Did you see the
thing.
original?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen the original.
When was there a new one?
It's the musical.
Like, yeah.
A musical.
With, what's her
That was
name?
the first Broadway musical
What's her name?
I saw, Renee Rapp.
Yep.
Renee Rapp.
Oh, okay.
And the girl who plays Moana.
Yes.
Yeah.
Moana.
She plays Janice.
Yeah.
She's good as
I
Janice.
didn't know that.
She sounds just like Moana.
Is it just
Because she
me,
is
or does
Moana.
hot take maybe? But Renee Rapp is not enjoyable to support because she's so full of herself. She supports herself enough for everybody.
Oh, like she's good.
She's fine. She
don't
doesn't need my support.
Anybody else's
Hannah
help.
has moved the mic.
She doesn't need my support.
face.
I have. Yeah. Oh, bruh.
It would have been so easy. I stopped myself. But also, I went to her concert 2 years ago.
Was that before Mean Girls came out?
Way before Mean Girls.
Okay.
And it was one of the worst concert experiences I've ever had. Not because of her. She was actually really good.
Was it the
But it was at
people?
the Roxy, and I hate the Roxy.
Oh, the Roxy.
Everyone has
I
problems
know
with the
the
Roxy, and I've
qualms.
never
I've only
experienced
ever
anything
had
bad.
bad
Is the Roxy the one you go in and the stage is
It's
to
where
the
you saw
left
Valley.
of you? Oh, no. I like that one.
I've only ever had
No, that
bad
was a
experiences
Buckhead.
there.
That was a Buckhead.
Was it Buckhead?
That's
Yeah.
Buckhead Theater.
I thought that was at the Roxy. I love Buckhead.
I saw Midland there at the Roxy, and I really liked it. I like the floor.
The
Like
Roxy
the
Yeah.
floor is like
Fun.
hardwood.
No, we were at Tabernacle for Role Model.
Yeah, I love the Tabernacle. The Roxy is a nightmare for short people because the floor isn't slanted. It's all general admission, but the floor's not slanted. They never run the air conditioning. I've been yelled at multiple times by employees there.
For why?
They just be yelling, straight up. I don't know why. They be cussing.
Cussing.
I know.
No.
Nasty.
Goodness gracious.
No.
Do
I
you
wanna see their
remember when I went to the
contract.
Gracie Abrams concert and
Yeah.
I came back and I told you that they'd been
I remember
doing
that. I remember that.
They were just
They were
I
hooting
feel,
and
like, I feel
hollering.
like that's the show that got them the most heat.
Yeah, because it was ridiculous. Also, which was dumb, that was the same night as the Braves home opener.
Yeah, dumb.
Oh my god.
I don't know who is in charge of scheduling anything and why they said yes to that, but that was stupid.
Guys, I'm going to apologize if I start coughing because I've already been wheezing.
She's going to start coughing
Since
out
I've been
because it just
here.
has
When I-
26
When I
now.
wheeze, I cough. Colin knows.
I know.
You're going to start coughing up blood because
Coughing
you're
up blood.
26 now.
It started when I
Just giving
turned
this-
25.
I'm checking the levels. Ashley, can you go, ooh?
Ugh.
Okay. All right. Anna Margaret, say, ooh.
Ugh.
Okay.
Towards you.
Okay, so you're 2.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Speak through
Hey.
it, not past it. There
Sorry.
she is. There she
Gosh,
is.
I've never done this
All
before.
right, Hannah Lynn. Ooh.
Ugh.
I felt that.
Bam.
You really did that. Good job.
That really opened her up.
Yeah, it did.
I was trying to do. There was a point in
Why did
time
that
where.
remind me of Tarzan?
Well, there's a point in time where Kinsey and I tried to do the Roblox hit noise.
Don't know.
It sounds.
I'm sorry.
Hold on, I'll pull it up for you.
I don't understand Roblox.
Oh, I need to get
I'll
out
pull
my
it up
notes.
for you. I've never played Roblox, actually. Fun fact.
I don't know anything
but
about
I do know what
Roblox.
this
I don't know
is.
anything about.
Have you ever seen the
Anything.
the meme with the face? That's from Roblox.
What? I just know you do that face, and I love it.
Well, that's probably
Colin's
where
back
I
to
got
floor
it.
sitting with me.
I'm literally back to floor sitting. I just had to get up and check our
I
levels.
don't think he's gonna stay down
I
there though.
opened-
No, I'm gonna stay.
What is that?
Don't spank me.
That. That's way worse than the Diego one that I sent you.
Spank me.
The Diego one that I sent you and you sent Adam.
Oh yeah. Wait, this.
No clue.
Ooh, she's so good at it. Ooh, I can't do it. Ooh.
It's okay to be scared.
I don't feel like this is a
Spencer.
safe space anymore.
Spencer's from hell.
What is? What are we talking about?
Spencer
You ever
is
seen
from
the
hell.
show
gotta show
Very
you-
Important People?
We'll show you the video.
It's an improv show with this girl, Vic Michaelis. So basically, she's the host of a show. An actor / comedian comes in, blindfolded, and is dressed up in some random costume. And
Okay.
in 5 minutes, they have to come up with a character that fits the costume they've been given. And it's not just like, here's a tuxedo.
It's like
It's,
weird.
It's prosthetics.
Oh.
It's you're
Given the
a
yellow-
yellow
The full-
fluffy
Is that
monster.
it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's what you saw.
Wasn't there like a pile of rocks one
Yes.
time?
There was a
What?
pile of rocks. It was a boy who had met a genie and he wished to become rocks.
What a terrible wish.
It was so
looked like
funny.
Thing.
The first time, his
Like
first
Julie?
wish, was to have a candy bar, the largest candy bar that's ever existed.
How big would that be?
This
I don't
big.
know. Yeah, it's probably not that big.
That
even.
feels not that big.
It's
and
a waste of a wish.
he goes, I couldn't even eat it all. It was so big. And the Vic says, what was your second wish? And he goes, for my brother to come home from Afghanistan.
That's like the practical jokers.
That was
was
the
to be
second
rocks.
wish. That was the second wish. And then the third one was to become rocks. He goes, make me
Is someone
rock.
howling upstairs?
There's
Yeah, they're howling upstairs.
Kanan's howling.
Okay.
We steady have extra background noise.
Yeah.
Well, the door's not shut all the way.
The
so
door's
that's
also
probably-
not shut all
I'll
the
shut
way.
it.
If you
Hannah's
wanna,
got it.
heck yeah, girl. Taking
There
one
we
for the
go.
team.
There we
Thanks,
go.
girl.
She saw that I was crisscross applesauce, and
I don't think I could do that with my calf cramping up like it's been.
what's going on with your
My
calf?
calf has been cramping.
Oh,
You can't crisscross?
I can. I just can't put it. Like when I put pressure on it, it starts going.
yeah.
You ever wake
It
up
grows
from
fingers and it starts
Yeah.
doing that.
dead sleep to a
Like a Charlie
like
horse?
Oh my gosh.
Not since I was in like middle school.
What a pain.
Mm.
I've been having those lately.
You're drinking enough
Weird.
water.
I think so.
Potassium.
Maybe I need some
Bananas.
potassium.
I told. Can you chill with
I'm so
that?
sorry, it's
That's
the
gonna be really
wheeze.
tough for our audio guy.
I'll walk in. Sorry, guys.
Welcome to
Oh.
3 B's on a pod. I'm Colin.
I'm Hannah.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Anna Margaret.
She's in a
Yay!
It's been such a long time coming. Baby girl, you're here.
I'm here.
You're
You
sitting
made
on
it,
my round
girl.
rug.
Yeah.
Too.
Me and
Baby
Colin
girl,
for the
baby
radio.
girl's
Me and Colin are floor sitting.
We are.
That's so
Floor
OG
dwellers.
pod.
They offered me a chair, but it wasn't the vibe.
I
She's
mean, look at
sitting
that
next
chair.
to
It's
the
not
chair.
really the
She's
most
sitting
inviting
next to an empty
chair.
chair.
It doesn't look really comfortable.
Normally,
to
I
be
give the
honest.
guests this chair,
Yeah, I
and
heard
I
that's a
just
comfy
rough
chair.
it in
I
that one.
offered her that chair, but she wanted the floor.
Yeah.
It is a cozy floor. I enjoy this
That's how
concrete floor.
It's going back to pod beginnings.
Back to the
We were
room.
all
I
on
think
the
I've
floor.
actually almost, if I've been in Colin's room, I feel like I almost always sit on the floor.
It is a good. I mean,
I now gravitate towards
Floor's
this
a
Yeah.
good choice.
I've sat in one of those chairs one time, and I was crashing out. So
Yeah, for the radio.
No,
Me and Hannah are
Twice.
in the
Twice?
cozy chairs.
you
because I
crashed
saw
out in my
you
room
sitting in
twice.
this chair the
No,
other
I think just
day.
once.
Oh,
When?
When
Was
you
it-
were editing and I walked in, you gave me a duck.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
I
You
sat
in
here
this chair.
very briefly. The duck that my grandmother won you from Dave and Buster's.
so Anna Margaret comes to church with us. We've known her for a while. She used to not listen to the pod, but now she listens to the pod.
Mm-hmm.
Anna Margaret,
did it.
we have a segment here we like to do.
Icebreaker?
Yeah, the icebreaker.
She knows.
I know.
Do you want to just throw it over to Ashley real quick?
What?
I'm waiting for my cue.
I don't know what the
she's
cue
waiting
is.
for her cue,
What's
and you
the
need
cue?
to. Now to Ashley with the icebreaker. Can you just,
Oh,
can you
okay,
just
We
sorry,
say-
normally
I
don't
didn't-
subject our guests to this. We normally
Yeah,
just
but-
go
it's
into
just
But
'cause it's
she's
Mark.
obsessed. She's listened to all the
Okay,
episodes.
Okay, Ashley, what's our icebreaker today?
Hey, Anna Margaret, I'm glad you asked me that question. Because I think I have a pretty good icebreaker for us. I've been thinking a lot about rest and relaxation lately. I would like to incorporate that a little more into my life, back maybe the way I used to be better at it. And this could be hypothetical too, like, because maybe y'all have the same situation as me. Maybe you're not that great at relaxing and winding down and stuff. So if that's the case, maybe you can cultivate your own here. But what's your ideal wind down, getting ready for bed, getting ready to relax and rest and get a good night's sleep routine?
Well, I mean, I'll kick us off.
Okay.
Typically, I'm ready to go to bed, and I.
So sorry.
Typically, on my way home, I'll be prepping myself for, all right, we're walking through the door, going upstairs, brushing our teeth, using the bathroom, washing our face, showering if we need to, coming right downstairs, taking my pillows off my bed, every pillow off my bed.
This kills me.
I put them
How many are on there right now?
Hearing this
1,
never
2, 3,
gets
4, 5,
better.
6. I put 6 on
There's
pillows
7
on my.
technically if you count the big one.
So he
No.
takes 7 pillows off
1,
his
2,
bed.
Are there not
3,
3 on the
4,
other
5,
side?
6. No, there's not 3.
Well, there's
There's 2 decorative pillows, 2 functional pillows, and
That are
2
not
body
used.
pillows.
Okay, that does not
I
add up.
put all.
Yes, it does.
It
I take
does.
back.
I'm
sorry.
looking at
I'm
them
sorry.
right
I'm sorry.
Alright.
now.
I'm sorry.
he just doesn't
Oh,
use
I do this every freaking night, bro.
Okay, keep going.
I come in here and I take my pillows off my bed. I put them on the floor. I put the decorative ones down first, the functional ones down second, and then the other 2, I just grab them and
Why?
Because
like
at
a-
that point, you're done.
like, at
You're-
a, like they're a person. And then I pull the sheets back. I come over here and I take my contacts out, and
That's what you
take
get
my
for yelling at
contacts
me.
out. I undress from the clothes that I was wearing that
Put on
day,
those PJ pants.
and then I put either tea tree oil on my scalp to keep my scalp healthy, or rosemary oil to keep my hair growing, luscious, and hopefully freaking thicker. God, if you're listening. And then
listening, yeah.
I get in bed and I plug my phone in and I hit the Candace podcast. And I usually, bro, I'll set it so that Spotify will stop playing after that episode's over.
Yeah, like a sleep
and I
timer.
never,
He's wild.
I'm gone 6 minutes in, maybe. I don't ever remember any of it. So I just lay down and I go to sleep.
I could not fall asleep to
There you go.
Candace songs.
Yeah, and I lay flat on my back with no pillow.
Terrifying.
I just want to know how that like actually works for you, because if I don't sleep on a pillow, my neck is in shambles the next morning.
Hast thee ever lain upon my mattress?
True.
No, remember
That's
that one
true.
time I like halfway sat on it and I said I didn't want to.
My mattress, bruh. Try feeling a pee at the like below this mattress.
Colin is
You ain't gonna
the
feel
princess
it.
of the bee.
The springs,
You ain't cold.
the
Yeah, there's
padding.
enough mattress pad that
But it's
I
just
get
like,
why
Cause
you wouldn't
it's just
need
like,
a pillow.
Yeah.
how does your
So-
head rest?
Well,
I know
hey,
how
you
it
should
rests.
try it.
You,
later.
I don't like feeling like my head is like this.
Oh, like forward.
Yeah, I feel like that.
Are you, but you're a
worsens
back.
my-
Are you just a back sleeper?
I'm a back sleeper.
Okay, I'm a
Yeah.
side sleeper.
I'm a side
so
sleeper.
I feel
So then
like
I'd be
my
like this.
shoulder, my shoulder just hurts.
Oh, yeah.
I really like to sleep on my stomach, to be honest.
His
so
stomach.
bad for you.
Yeah, I fell asleep
I
on
would
Andy's couch the other
suffocate.
night.
I'd
It's
wake
bad
up
for
in
you?
heaven.
On my
Te-
stomach.
your body,
Like-
yes. Your
Oh, yeah.
spine and
That's,
stuff.
Oh,
well,
okay.
But
Maybe that
I
makes
end
sense.
up
Being
waking
turned
up.
to the side
I'm
like
waking
that?
up. My arms are up here.
Yep.
My head is to the side. My leg is hiked up this way. The other way. And I'm on the other side of the bed.
Yeah.
Because at some point during the night, I grabbed my pillow and I brought it with me to the foot of the bed. And I
Yeah.
ended up down there. And that happens
she
a
would
lot.
not sleep with me at the lake. We slept in separate rooms because of that.
Yeah.
Would you say that you don't like any of your limbs touching
Me?
when you sleep?
No, that's not even true. Because sometimes I'll fall asleep and I'm in the fetal position, but then I just wake up and I'm sprawled.
She's sprawled.
None
Yeah.
of my family members will ever sleep in the same bed with me.
Oh.
on
Like a kicker
on a,
and stuff.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Do you have a skin routine before you go to bed?
No.
Okay. It's just
Honestly,
it's just
straight
that
up,
fresh, that clean.
I find the more that I try to do stuff to my skin, the worse. What'd you say? Is
I
it
didn't say
brown?
anything.
What'd you say earlier? She said.
I love that your arms are brown.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It even matches the rest of your skin.
It matches
Wow.
the rest of me. I'm not a routine girl. I can't keep a
Yeah.
routine. I've never been able to keep a routine. But I will always brush my teeth.
Yeah, girl.
And sometimes I will wash my face.
yes.
And I put my retainer in that makes it look like I have 6 rows of teeth.
I saw a video the other day of a guy that had an extra row of teeth behind his.
Go Rose.
That's
Like
what it
he
was.
was.
What?
Yeah, but
You've
like.
seen? It looks goofy.
Extra row of teeth?
Yeah, he was like growing extra
I haven't
teeth.
seen this. I've seen your retainer. I know
Extra
what
like
you're
on the
talking
roof
about
of his
here.
mouth. It was he
Goofy-
opened his
my
mouth
goofy
and it was like an
routine.
extra little row of teeth.
Yeah.
Shark Boy.
That's crazy.
Taylor Lautner.
That's crazy.
Colin, I'm gonna ask you a question really quick. Sorry. Have you ever seen?
Fart?
Are you about to say what I think you're going to
Yeah.
say?
Have you ever seen the YouTube video, the music video that Taylor Lautner put out to apologize?
No.
It's a full music video.
Is he sitting the way I'm sitting right now? Is that what?
No, but you mentioned Shark Boys, so I thought about Taylor Lautner. But no one ever knows I'm talking about when I see this.
Every
But
time I
it's
type
really
in apologize,
it's
that's what
really
comes up.
bad quality. But there's like roses burning and stuff. She's gonna pull it up.
Oh,
Is there
this
an
is
ad?
a Bumble ad.
A bubble?
What? Why Bumble?
Oh, Bumble. Sorry, I got us
Girl,
off
I'm
topic.
already there.
This is a meme.
Anyway.
Oh no. Is this for T Swizzle?
It's all Taylor Lautner acting in it.
The
It looks like it
track
was
got messed
filmed.
up. Okay, we can't put this part in the pod because it's copyright
Right.
issues, infringement,
Yeah. I'll
and we could
pitch
get
it.
demonetized.
Sorry.
Pitch it down.
Yeah, they're gonna take our money.
They're gonna give us money.
That's
and then
you
take
could
it
just
away.
put like circus music over that part or something. I don't know.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Anna Margaret.
I'm glad you said ideal because I don't have routine because half the time I fall asleep on the couch and then I wake up at it's like 3 a.m. and then I go to bed. I'm always up late and I feel like I'm always constantly running and running and running. Most of my rest I feel like comes in the morning where it's like I wake up whenever I can, whenever Finn wakes me up, and then I rest then. But
for the radio.
Finn is her
Finn
dog.
is my dog, my sweet baby boy. Colin probably doesn't like Finn, but it's okay.
You drop
what
him-
makes you think I don't like Finn?
He's high maintenance
That's
and he's a dog.
He's not mine. Therefore, I'm fine with his dog.
One time Colin and I talked about buying a house and I was like, you won't want to live with me because I'll have Finn. And he was like, well, he can just stay in your room. You can buy the house, but he can stay in your room. And I was like, no, I'm not buying a house for you to live with me and then locking my dog in my room.
I don't know.
Anyway, I'm a no overhead light person, which is why I freaked
Oh,
out when
really?
Colin turned the light on
I
earlier.
don't like a big light.
I'll turn my lamp on next to my bed. Turn off the other lamps because then I don't have to get up. A lot of the time I fall asleep with my lamp on and then I wake up and my lamp's off. That happens a lot.
In your sleep.
Yeah. Like I'll fall asleep with like my computer open. I'll be reading a book. My book will be on my desk. My computer's closed and put away.
Dude,
I have
a
no
sleepy
recollection.
was so responsible.
Way more responsible than awake me.
Yeah. I bet your laundry's folded.
That'd be nice.
You wake up and your hair's done.
It should
She
be.
You
woke
brush
up
your
like
teeth.
this.
My routine for like skincare, what I do is if I wear makeup that day, I'll take it off and then I dry brush my face. And then I put
I've heard that's
I put
good for your
beef
face.
for your
towel on my
circulation.
face. That's the only thing I do.
Beef
Yeah,
tallow.
Julie.
Julie does that.
It's like everyone's like ew beef tallow, but mine's an orange scent, so it doesn't smell like beef.
Okay.
I smell like beef.
But like most of the time during the summer, that's all I have on my face, and that has like totally changed my skin. So I do that, brush my teeth, and then
Where do you get it?
Amazon.
I ordered mine online. It was like $15. It's like a tub about yay big, and I've had it for over a year, and I've made like the tiniest
Whoa,
dent.
because you just get a dollar.
I get like a tiny
Okay.
It's grease.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
goes so far.
Yeah.
And you don't want a lot of it because
Yeah.
you'll look greasy.
yeah. So yeah, I do that, and then I go lay down, and hopefully I read a book.
Yes. That's helpful.
Yeah.
To get some sleepy. You want to get some sleep.
Realistically, I probably scroll TikTok or watch New Girl or something. If I do put on TV, I'll tell Google to turn it off in like a certain amount of time so that it's not still going in the middle of the night. Oh, and then I have to walk Finn out before I fully get in bed.
Yes.
Because otherwise he will wake me up at like 3 a.m. to go outside.
That's not my life. That can't be my life.
There we go.
Sorry, you have to keep him
Point
in the
proven.
room.
In the basement. You said basement. In her room in the basement.
Yeah.
That was
I also
Not
lock
even
my,
on the same level.
no.
I also
Definitely.
lock my door because I'm terrified of someone breaking into my room.
You lock your bedroom
My bedroom
door?
door, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That
Listen,
makes sense.
the Brian
that's
Koberger
valid.
thing messed me up.
The what?
The Brian Koberger stuff years ago.
Yeah.
The
How did
Idaho
you
murders.
kids?
It wasn't that long
The Idaho
ago
murders,
even.
like 4 years ago.
Oh,
This week
yeah.
he's in the news.
No, I don't watch the news.
Well, neither do I, but
But you watch Candace Owens.
I
she
do,
not
but
talking
she's
about
talking
it?
about she's talking about other kind of
She
stuff.
talks about
right now.
news. That isn't
France and
important.
stuff.
anyway, he broke into college home
Like
and murdered
sorority
4 people.
house. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
That's
I locked my door.
devastating.
Not that that would have stopped him,
Yeah.
but just to be. Just
But
to
you would
extra
be
safe.
alerted.
Once he's
I would be.
in, he's committed.
Yeah, true.
I've started sleeping with the window that's closest to me, the curtain just barely open in the middle because I can see the sun in the mornings and I like waking up to
Yeah.
that. If I can sleep in late enough to where I can see the sun coming up. But like when I open, it's still dark outside, but I've been enjoying that lately in my mornings. I think my room has helped me. The way I have my room now has helped me to rest. And when it's clean, I feel like I rest so much better.
Yeah, dude. I can't even start reading in the morning if my bed's not made up.
Yeah.
That much laundry really stresses me out. I just haven't been home and been at
Oh,
Six
yeah.
Flags all the time.
Six Flags every day.
Yeah. I'm also kind of waiting until I'm at Mark and Christie's because then I can use laundry detergent.
What? I feel like you should do laundry before we go to Savannah next week.
I'm not taking anything to Savannah.
Nothing?
I'm going to take a pair of shorts and a
Buy
shirt.
clothes when you get.
Just
And I'm
one?
going to wash
For the whole
every
week.
night.
Hand wash?
Hand wash.
How will I know how to separate the photos based on the day if you're wearing the same clothes every day?
You're just going to have to use somebody else as a point of reference. Sorry.
No help here.
No. Ashley, did you share your bedtime routine?
Oh, no. Mine is kind of, I guess, a hybrid between ideal and what I'm doing now. So I'm trying
You're working
to,
toward ideal.
Yeah, I'm working towards it. I'm doing my best to improve. I get home really late too these days. Most nights. So I go straight to the shower. I know they say you're not supposed to wash your face in the shower, but I do that.
Oh, is that a
They
thing?
do?
Yeah.
I do that.
Oh.
They say you should do like your face routine like separately from in the shower.
Well,
But
do
that
both.
just doesn't make any sense to me
Yeah.
because
I
my
do.
It's
hair is
all
wet.
water.
My head
on.
is wet. Might as well
Also,
just
half
go
the time
ahead.
I'm taking off my mascara in the shower.
When I get done, brush my teeth, floss first, brush my teeth.
Oh, yeah. Flossing is it.
Yeah.
Flossing's in. You can your teeth feel so much cleaner when you
Yeah.
just floss. It changes the whole game. Then I got this exfoliation stuff that Julie told me about because I don't know anything about skincare. I mean, before I started using like a face wash, I would just wash my face with water.
Yeah.
And yeah, this chemical like exfoliant thing, and then I moisturize.
So it's not rough.
Huh?
It's chemical, so it's not rough.
Yeah, it's not. It's you just put it on one of those like cotton pads, and then just gently.
And you let it sit there and eat away.
Yeah, and you can feel your skin tingling, and it
I used
feels
to use
nice.
a Boscia one. I love Boscia.
Is that like a chemical one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it just sits there, and then I put vitamin E cream for moisturizer. And
There's so many steps.
yeah, 3.
3.
That's it. It felt like it
That
was
felt like a
around
lot
7.
more steps.
Well, for face stuff,
Oh.
wash, exfoliate, moisturize.
Yeah.
Then by this point, I go to my room. I turn on my lamp. I'm a lamp girl. I have this fun lamp that has like 3 things going up, and I like the colors: purple, green, blue. And I lay down in my bed and I read. I read something. I'm reading this book right now. Unreasonable Hospitality. It's good.
Yeah,
Victoria
heard of
gave
it.
it to me.
Heard of
It's
it.
good. Or I read the Bible wherever I'm at.
Hallelujah. Yeah, Lord.
But yeah, reading helps me wind down. And sometimes if I'm just so sleepy, I'll just pass out
Yeah.
without the reading. I would like to go to bed early enough to where, I have that time, but also read in the morning too. Yeah. I'm trying to get home earlier these days so I can do that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
that's why we're going to a movie at 9:15.
Yeah, well,
I feel like I'm
Totally.
getting home later and later.
today that's not going to happen.
I got a text today while I was at work.
Is it from me?
I'll read it to you. Hi, beautiful. It's Miss Jules.
Oh my gosh.
I think
it's
I
my
think-
mother.
I think Anna Margaret said she might be potting this evening. Should have messaged you earlier, and I'm sure you all have a great icebreaker plan. But I'm tossing out one with zero pressure expectation. Here goes.
For the radio, hold on. My mom loves the bees.
I love your mom.
She
so much.
loves
your
the
mom.
bees.
She's probably our number one fan.
She
So
probably
sweet.
is.
What does your mom call good stuff and why?
My mom calls good stuff the black hole
Oh.
because I will come upstairs and I'll have like my laptop or something, and she's like, "Oh no, are you going to the black hole again?" I'm like, yeah, because I come to good stuff, and I'm like, I'll just be gone an hour. And then it's like 4 hours has passed. And somehow in the process of being at good stuff, I've then made plans afterward to do something with someone once they've gotten off work or something. And then suddenly I'm gone for like 12 hours. And she's like, "Where the heck are you?" And then I avoid her text messages.
Avoid it.
So yeah,
That's funny.
mom calls it the black hole. And it started really because I started meeting with you and Cameron at good stuff once you would get off work. And it got to the point where she's like, "Are you hanging with Colin and Cameron again?" Because I'd be like, "It's just gonna be an hour.
FOMO season, bro.
It'll be an hour." And then suddenly we're at Cameron's house trying to edit Colin's hand to look normal, holding a Polaroid.
Because I just can't have a normal hand
After
in any
like
picture.
hours and hours of trying to get this right. So yeah, that's kind of where it originated. And now that I know all of you and love all of you, I go and I don't even get work done.
No.
Like today,
It's hard to.
Today I went to my brother's house to get work done because I knew he was working, and I knew that we wouldn't talk to each other quite as much as I would talk to people at good stuff. So
It was bussing today.
It was
We were
very busy.
we were going.
Yeah.
I actually had Finn in the car when I stopped by, and I was gonna ask for a pup cup, but I didn't realize till after I like started to walk away, and then I looked back at the line and I was like, "They're
Not
busy.
worth it.
They're busy."
Yeah.
Sorry,
I would have
buddy.
whipped it up, girl.
I know.
Always come back.
Mom just had to insert herself there.
Jules.
Shout
Say
out.
you love her.
I love you, Mom. This is
That's
where
We love
this
you.
is where if Andy.
Oh yeah, she said also. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Wait.
This is why I don't give my mom my friends' phone numbers because she'll text them.
I love that she texts me.
You know what? And she only has
said-
your number because we had to call her and we were locked out.
Yeah,
Oh.
we can
so it was
circle
an
back to
emergency.
that. That was crazy.
It was an emergency. Block her.
She said, "I love you all too." Peapod emoji, heart hands emoji, peapod emoji, heart hands emoji, peapod
There's a
emoji.
pea pot emoji?
Yes.
Since when? No way.
Such a long text.
Wow.
So
I had no idea.
When I was, where was I? I was out of town somewhere. Camp maybe? And she sent me a Snapchat. Yeah, my mom has Snapchat.
oh yes,
She sent me
it
a
was actually
Snapchat
when
of
you were
Ashley
overflowing,
and Julie
yes.
and Hannah, and it's all of them smiling, and it just says "suck it."
we were sitting there and she walked up and she was like, "All right, guys, say suck
It was the
it."
day we had biscuits.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Aw.
that was cute. Did you screenshot that?
I did.
Okay, good.
That's so funny.
I was listening to a podcast the other day with Brad Pitt, and he's at the level of acting now that he can go in and just say, "Can we just do 2 takes and be done?"
Was this on
He took
Armchair?
on F1. Yeah, he did it on Armchair, but he was talking about F1 and how he asked the director not to call action.
What?
You can.
How can you do that?
Are you that you're asking the director
he
not to call action?
bankrolled the whole
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Brad Pitt.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and not call action on this moment.
okay.
Anna Margaret, how did we even meet?
I'm scared to tell this story, and the fact that you don't remember it makes me even more scared to tell the story.
Okay,
But you really don't remember?
I feel like I'm gonna remember. As soon as
Because it happened. We
Did
met
you
each
even
other.
say
We met each
where we
other.
were
And
on
then
that?
we were at church.
Oh,
It happened. And then I mentioned it to you a couple months later. And I'm going to mention that part too.
okay.
But I know I've told Hannah the story. Ashley, I don't know if you've heard this story. We met at church. There's a lot of backstory as to how I ended up at VLC. Basically, I came with my parents on Christmas Eve. And then I went to one young adults. And then showed up at church the next Sunday. I didn't know anyone at VLC. That's what I thought. Turns out I did know someone. I'm not going to drop names. And so since I showed up on Sunday and I'd seen this person at young adults, I talked to that person on Sunday. He's like, have you met Colin? And I see Colin. He's like standing closer to the coffee bar in a group of people who I think, hello.
What's going on right now?
I'm trying to lean against the piano, but it's creaking.
He's approaching 30 and his body's
Yeah,
starting
that's,
to-
that's
my
actually my
gosh.
knees that aren't moving at all. They just make that
My
noise
butt
now.
actually is really numb. Anyway, so I think you were standing with people like James and those kinds of people. So I remember this person that I was talking to tapping you on the shoulder, and you turn around and I was like, I don't know if this man is like 19 or if he's 30. Like I genuinely don't know.
People still don't know to this day.
The person, well,
They know now.
they know now. I'm including myself in the bees. Y'all talk about it all the time on here, so. Anyway.
Okay.
True.
So the person that introduced us leaves and you and I are talking. I don't know what we were talking about, but we're standing there and he like looks to the right and then does a double take and he's like, oh my gosh. Do you know what I'm talking about? He's like, whenever you think you know, like you think you recognize someone, but they've gained weight, so you're not really sure if that's them or not. That's what just happened. I think I know that girl, but I'm not sure.
Oh.
And I'm like, I just met this guy. This is my second time in this church building.
She still came
I'm
back.
horrified. and then a couple months later, we went to Glover Park.
Uh-huh.
And I told you that story. I was like, Colin, I was like really intimidated to actually like be your friend. This is my first time hanging out. And I told him the story and I said, and I wondered, like, I hope people would never like think that about me. And Colin says, well, don't gain weight and we won't find out.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, is it not clocking to you that I am standing on business at the beach?
Yeah, I remember it clear as day. There's a lot of things I don't remember, but that
She remembers.
my first Sunday at
never
VLC,
forget.
first like 5 minutes of standing in the building, and that happened.
I mean, what's the point of being different 5 years later? You know,
What?
be the friend you're going to be at the time that you meet somebody.
At the beginning.
Yeah.
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 I knew instantly what I was going to be signing up for if I was your friend.
And I maybe self-sabotage, quote unquote, with things like that where you just say something shocking to see if they can hang.
That's how my sister is. I think half of what she says is for shock value. And I've seen her shock Colin, so that checks out.
Yeah. So your last church was Square Church. Is that where you met your mentor?
Yeah.
How long have you been mentored by this person particularly?
My mentor's name is Tori.
Okay.
Her husband's name is Elijah. Victoria and Elijah.
That's
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Connection.
Okay, but I posted a picture of Tori on my story a couple weeks ago, and Victoria, good stuff.
Victoria's Elijah.
replied and said that he grew up going to church with Elijah. So the two people I know that are named Victoria and Elijah and are married to each other know each other. I don't know if Victoria knows Tori
She
and
might be out
Elijah,
of the loop a
but
little bit.
Elijah knows them. I met her in 2019. Our church had just finished up a year of discipleship. That's what 2020 was, like the whole thing was about a year of discipleship. She was one of the young adult leaders. And so we met as like a small group at her house. She just like pulled me aside one day and was like, hey, would you be interested in me discipling you? And I was like, yeah, I would love that. I had another girl who was gonna mentor me, and we met like twice, and then she just fell off the face of the earth. So I was really grateful for that, because I was at a time where I was in a like big transition and I was really lost, and so having her direction was really beneficial to me. So
What do you think your life would look like now if you hadn't got that mentorship? And why is it important to have that?
it's interesting because we met a couple weeks ago. We hadn't seen each other because she had a baby in January, so we haven't seen each other in a bit. But just like catching up and telling her that, like, when we started meeting, I was so insecure about who I was on the inside. Like I held no value to myself. And now like talking to her now, it's like, okay, like I know I feel really good about who I am on the inside. Like I know I'm fun. I like I know that there's good things about me on like internally. And so I could see the contrast of a girl who was really scared and didn't know anything about herself and like just really want to be loved. And now I'm here and it's like I know I'm loved and I know that like I'm really like I'm good with who I am. She walked with me a lot in terms of like we'd sit there. We met at Good Kitchen, which I actually wonder if you worked there.
I probably did
when we met there. But yeah, she would not only just like ask me about my life, but ask me specifically how my walk with Jesus was. I think the really cool thing about walking with her is that there were a lot of times when I would need something and she would actually pull from her mentor. Like something her mentor had told her, she would then pour into me. And so it's like, you get to see the ripple effect of, I'm actually getting, like, I'm actually
so
learning from
cool.
Lindsay now. And who knows who Lindsay learned that from.
That
So-
reminds me of one of those fountains. It's like a tiered fountain, you know, so like the water falls at the top and then like it goes from pool to
like
pool.
cascading.
Yeah. And then it's like, sometimes I get to say something that she's told me to like Mackenzie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And then it just shout out Mackenzie, I love you.
Yeah.
Shout out Chloe too. I can't leave Chloe out.
So now that you've been mentored well, what makes a good mentor?
This is kind of controversial. I'm gonna say it.
All right. We dabble in the
because
controversy.
we've like I've talked to people about this because people when I say I have a mentor, which also Andy's gonna hate this because he hates that I say mentor.
Shout out Andy.
Shout out Andy. He's like mentor. That's the dumb. Like he thinks it's dumb. He's like person who disciples you. I'm like that's so many extra words. No, I'm not doing it.
You're also not their disciple. You're a disciple of Jesus.
Yeah.
True.
Clock
Alright.
that.
Everyone always asks me, how'd you get a mentor? Like I want one, and I'm like I didn't look for her. She came to me. And so I think what's really important is having a mentor that like wants to mentor you. And as people, I think we should be looking for people that like the Lord puts in our path to mentor other people. Because there have been, like I say that's controversial because I know like Courtney and Paige meet. And I know that Paige just spoke into a room and was like, I would love for someone to disciple me or to mentor me. And Courtney's like, I would love to do that.
Yeah.
Like it just, because Courtney's just awesome.
Yeah.
But
Shout out.
Top tier.
shout out Courtney if you can hear me from
Top
downstairs.
tier woman right there.
What?
But I feel like a lot of times if the mentor themselves doesn't have like space to do it or isn't like willing to do it, it's not going to last very long. So Tori was willing to do it and like had the space to, and we've been meeting for 5 years.
Wow.
I feel like that's kind of rare. But also I think that having a mentor that hasn't walked the same life as you is really important. I thought about this a lot at Overflow. How much it means to me when I meet someone that has a similar story to what I have of just like, okay, God, there's purpose in what I went through and what I walked through as a teenager, and like now I can pour into these people because like they have similar stories and like that's really special. But also if I just kept it in that like little bubble, I'd miss a lot.
Yeah.
So like Tori, she got married at 18. She's married for 11 years. She's 2 kids. She's
Yeah.
church planning. She's a worship leader, worship pastor. My life will never look like hers. That probably would have been cool, but also thank God I didn't marry who I wanted to marry at 18. If I only kept it to people that like had, you know, issues with their dad and like had all these things that like didn't go great in their childhood and only did that, like my view of God would only be here when it can be a lot bigger because I'm learning from people with different experiences.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's easier to give correction to somebody that you don't fully understand? For instance, Hannah and I are very, very different people. But you take a really slow approach that when you have an issue, you work through it very slowly and you try to understand every bit of it. And I'm more work backwards. So I get to the end and I push my mind to the very end of the race and then I work backwards through whatever it is. Do you think I'm right in saying that you more feel it as you look at it instead of look at it after you felt it?
I think it depends on the situation. I don't have the ability to compartmentalize like you do.
Oh,
Not to say that that's a weakness of mine that I can't compartmentalize.
I love the way your brain works.
You ever see those comments that are like, I love whatever's wrong with you? That's how
I
I feel
saw that,
about
I
my
would send
brain
it to you.
sometimes. I was actually talking to Sasha about this after you left yesterday. Shout out, Sasha.
I love you, Sasha. I love you, bestie.
I don't have the ability to like take things out and look at them, acknowledge, and then just be like, all right, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Because the way that my brain ruminates on things. If I even think a single thought, that thought is going to get thought over and over and over and over again.
Is it the ADHD?
Yes.
CDC?
Yeah.
No.
CDC, yes. The ADHD OCD combo.
OCD.
I think that,
Child
yeah,
Development
CDC.
Center.
I have.
No, it's
The Centers
I
of
have a
Disease
disease-
Control
yeah, that's
has a
why-
lot to do with this.
That's why it's based in Atlanta, is because it's in my brain.
Yeah.
Child Development Center.
Child Development Center. Yeah.
Oh man.
So the way some people are with numbers or patterns, you are the way with thoughts.
Elaborate.
So you know how
You
some
are the
like
way with thoughts.
if I lay down in my bed, I'm like, nope, I've got to go.
Oh,
I got to go
like
flip
the
the switch.
OCD
I gotta go.
aspect?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have to go flip that
Yes.
switch. So the way some people are with numbers or light switches or clearing their throat
Yes.
or blah blah blah.
Is that 'cause
you
I keep
are
coughing?
with thoughts?
Like the compulsions?
Yes.
Yes. Like I remember I would be in high school heading to the bus and I would check to make sure I was getting on the right bus. And then I'd get on the bus. The whole time I'm on the bus, I'm freaking out that I'm on the right bus. I'd have to get off, get back on, get off, get back on to make
Bro.
sure that I was on the right bus.
Dude, I do that with my alarm
Sounds
clock
exhausting.
It's
sometimes.
awful. It's awful. I have
Make
to
sure
check
it's
and make sure
set.
that I
I
set
do
my
that
alarm
too.
for 6:05, 6:10,
Yes.
6:15,
I
6:20,
also-
6:25,
Yes.
6:30.
I do that, but only because I sleep through like 8 alarms every
Yeah.
morning.
because I need
I
to
have to
set myself
turn up my
for success.
volume so many times
To the
just to make sure I'm
Yeah,
like,
just to make sure it's
was that all the way up? Let me
Yeah.
just check one more time.
I use my Google thingy and then also my phone
yeah. That's
double.
Smart. You gotta have a
yeah.
backup.
Yeah.
because I've slept through my alarms and been late to work too many times.
I have one of those analog clocks too. Like you
That's
set
I
it.
don't know how to turn those off.
Mine
like
has
the-
a button on top, so when you
You're
push,
talking about the one that rings
Yeah.
like this. and
you
you go,
push the button.
The round one with
Yeah.
the little bells on top.
Yeah,
You need one with a little sliding panel that goes alarm on, alarm off.
yeah.
I like that one because it has a light on it that says when the alarm is on.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I can see it from my bed even though I am blind.
Even though
As a
I'm blind.
So the way I would counsel you is, girl, get through it. What is real? What is legit? What is actual? But the way you would counsel me is, Colin, slow down.
Yeah.
Feel it for a second.
Praise God, Colin's not a counselor.
Think about the consequences of if you get out of it rather than get through it. So to you, with your mentor who does not have a life experience like you,
Yeah.
or you, her, is that important to not have that so that you can correct them in a way that they're not used to or comfortable with?
I don't think it's necessarily necessary, but I think it is helpful. When there's someone that goes through something that's really similar to me and then they do something that I like disagree with, I find myself having a lot less like empathy for them.
Because you know what it's
Because I'm like, I've done that and I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to do that.
yeah.
Oh, so
And
people
so-
who cope with things that you never were
Yeah.
drawn to.
And so it's like, but their story isn't exactly my story. But for me, I'm just like, well, I know I did this and that didn't work out. But I also didn't do this, and this, and this.
Yeah.
And like, I'm glad I didn't do those things. So when they like kind of lean that way, I'm like, what are you doing? And so then I find myself, I have to like check my heart and be like, okay, but that's not you. And like, everyone's going to do their own thing and that's okay.
Yeah.
But like, there were definitely, I think it's just cool too, because like seeing that she's a different part of the body than I am.
Yeah.
Like, there were things that she had me do and had me work through, and I had to remind myself all the time that she's not your therapist. Don't go and dump on her.
Yeah, that was another thought.
But like, they were really helpful that I would have never thought of to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one time, she had me write. We were talking about.
Oh, yes.
We were talking about like relationships and stuff because when I met her 2 days after I went through horrible breakup. That was one of the things we like talked about a lot, was like I wanted to heal from that, and how when the time comes for me to get into another one, I don't want to freak out. I freaked out.
You freaked out.
And and so just like we worked through that for a long time. She had me write out things I'm scared of, things I like I'm really dreaming of, things I'm really excited about for relationships someday. and then couples that I like really admire and what I would want my life to look like theirs. And we're sitting at Good Kitchen, and the waitress comes up to take our drink order. Always get a Margaret Avenue because it's my name. I have to.
Isn't it orange?
It's orange. Yeah, it's so good. They've changed it a million times, but the original was really good. And the waitress is like, "What you got there?" And I'm like,
None of your business.
"It's I'm going through a breakup, so it's like things. It's like things I'm like scared of." And she's like, "Can I read it?"
What?
kills me.
And I was like, it feels weird to say no, but this is also like my deepest, darkest
But it's a
fears
weird
right
thing
now.
to ask.
Yeah,
that's
who
so
does
invasive.
that?
Yeah.
She starts reading it, starts sobbing. Me and Tori are both just sitting there, and I'm like,
Ow. Yes.
He hit his elbow.
and she hands it back to me, and she's like, I'm going through a breakup, and like I really needed that. And then she just like, all right, I'll bring you drinks. And I'm like, okay. And she leaves, and Tori's like, okay, first of all, so proud of you because a year ago you would not have done that. And I was like, probably not. But I just felt so incredibly awkward. I felt like I had no other option. Writing down my deepest, darkest fears on a paper and having someone else read them? No, not interested.
Yeah.
I think that's good too. Like even if it's somebody who has a life that's like very similar to you, that person may have a completely different way of like processing
Yeah.
and going through these things. And I think that's what's so important too about just like talking to people when you are, which is this is a convicting thing for me too, because I don't really always do that when I need help. And it's probably out of like pride and shame and stuff like that. But there are things that other people can offer
yeah.
that you never thought of because I don't know, maybe you've never gone through that before, or maybe your brain just doesn't know how to process it.
Yeah.
So that's helpful.
They have a whole different toolkit for life.
toolkit.
Toolkit.
I like what you said earlier when you're talking about your bubble, that if you stayed in your bubble, you would only think of God a certain way. Getting fresh perspective is not just on your life, but also everyone has a different relationship with God.
Yeah.
But I saw this poem actually today and I saved it, which is cool. I'm going to run through it real quick. It's not that long. But it's called The Artist and the Scientist. She says, I see God in art, which is a foreign concept to my friend with the science brain. He says that he sees God in patterns, in the reliability of his movements over time. But I find God in stories, drawing closer to him as I grapple with beauty. I will never understand facts and data the way I understand metaphors and symbols, but perhaps I do not need to. Perhaps we have a God who is either intimate enough to speak the language of both of our hearts, or perplexing enough to reveal his presence in a million indecipherable ways. I'm starting to believe in both. A God who finds us and a God who is waiting to be found. Listen to enough stories and you'll realize that they are all the same. In every story, something broken, and in every story, an act of grace. Is this not a pattern? Is this not a science that proves itself true over time? You can look at it as evidence or look at it as art. Either way, we reach the same conclusion. God is present in the midst of our brokenness. I say, how beautiful. He says, how constant. We're learning each other's languages. But I suspect we will never wrap our heads around all the languages of grace.
Wow.
So that just made me think
Yeah.
about
That's so good.
One of my favorite quotes is too, God spoke today in flowers, and I who was waiting on words almost missed the conversation. Like I think about that. I think about that all the time.
it. That's one of my favorite quotes.
That's
Yeah.
good.
But my mentor told me I was too busy one time. And fun fact, I've gotten busier.
LOL. True.
How is this possible?
She was like, "You're the busiest person I know." And I'm like, "I love it." Which I think you talked about that on one of the other pods that y'all released recently.
I like
but
being busy.
Yeah, I like being busy. I love seeing the Lord in my busyness.
Real.
If
That's a good way
I
to put it.
listen, I'm going to say something that's direct to Hannah. If I didn't go on that road trip and see that dang corn,
True.
what Aiden spoke to me would not have meant as much to me. Shout out Aiden
Shout
for
out
listening to the
Aiden.
Lord and speaking to me afterward. Most people going on the road for 3 weeks, that's not something they want to do. I heard from the Lord so clearly on that trip. If I was just going to work and coming home and resting, like I would still hear from the Lord in whatever way He wanted to speak to me, but my world's much bigger
Yeah.
than if I'm just keeping it here and keeping it in the little bubble.
Yeah, that's good. Like zoom out.
Big picture,
picture,
zoom
zoom
out.
out.
Yeah.
Were you a good friend before your mentorship the way you are now? Because you make memories and then post them in very detailed, very meaningful, very intimate videos. Sorry, that was just the knife upstairs that they play with. very meaningful videos on Instagram.
I feel like my Instagram is more me posting my friends than myself. I'm just a culmination of all the people I love.
I love when you say that. Ugh.
I've noticed that
Is that
more.
your mission statement?
I don't know, maybe. I've noticed that more as I hang out with like you guys, because y'all have such fun like little bits, and I find myself doing the bits. Like I've been gasping, and then I immediately think of Hannah. I did it at work yesterday with a bride, and then I was like, oh no.
Shoot. They'll get you. The hive mind will get you.
Honestly, I've always struggled with friendships. And I don't know if that's partially like I kept people very distant because like my home life was so chaotic that I didn't want people actually knowing what was going on. I interact with a lot of people. It used to like overwhelm me, but I see now like I've always kind of been that way where I have a lot of people that I just like I'm good with whatever, but I would have one like best friend. And I just like put everything on that person. Like if they weren't available, I was stressed. And then I started dating people, and then those people became my best friends, and then that was unhealthy. I would say it actually started before my mentor, because like I said, I met her right after I went through that breakup. When I went through that breakup, I hate that I'm talking about this,
Why?
but because I don't know.
It's weird.
It's not weird. It's just like it doesn't rule my life, but it's just like a big shift in my life. So when I was dating him, we went to school together, went to church together, so we had all the same community, and so we broke up, and I was just kind of like, you got it, like those are your
you
people.
take everything.
Yeah, I just didn't like, because I went to his church. I was like, I'm not trying to like stick around and like infringe on your people or whatever, and like you can just have everyone, that's fine. And so I really didn't have anyone. There were a couple people, like I have my best friend Meredith that we've been friends for 24 years. But my one friend, Laura, who I met through my ex-boyfriend, she went to her husband and him grew up together. She stuck by me. Like she didn't have to. We actually weren't that close when the breakup happened. I got dumped on her husband's birthday. So she wasn't present that day, but I didn't need her to be. But after that, she didn't like drop everything to be there for me because she worked full time. She has a husband. She like is very involved in church and her life group, but she invited me into her life. So like the things she was already doing, she just like included me. Yeah. Okay, next day rolls around. She's like, I'm gonna go walk the dogs. Do you want to come with me and bring Finn? If you know Finn doesn't like other dogs, but he loves her dogs.
That's
His
sweet.
girlfriend.
His girlfriend Echo. Shout out Echo. So like, okay, now we're walking together every day. Her husband's a football coach. So she's going to football games on Friday nights. Okay, now I'm going to football games on Friday nights. We're getting dinner beforehand. After the game, we're going back to her house. She's making cookies and we're watching Creek. Like,
Can we bleep
We
that?
gotta bleep that.
SCHITTS. But yeah, she invited me to her. I had no business being there, but she invited me to her married life group. I only went once. I didn't go back because I was like, this is...
Because you are not married.
I'm not married. I'm 20 years old. You're all in your mid-20s and married and starting to have kids. I don't need to be here. But she saw that I needed someone. And it's not like we like texted all the time or whatever, but she just was like, I have margin for this in my life. And like, these are the areas where I can like create a little bit of space. And yeah, come be here with me. Like, I think it's really honorable to be interruptible because Jesus is interruptible. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a really valuable thing. And like, where you can do that, do that.
Yeah.
But if you don't have the margin for that, just invite. And I think you do that a lot. I think you invite people into any space that you have. Also something on friendship that I've thought about a lot in terms of like having one best friend and feeling like all the pressure's on them to be like everything to me. Because that's what I used to do. Is now I like can acknowledge that I can have one friend that really loves books and we go do this together, and like not having all of that put on one person. Like I would never in a million years ask Andy McCormick to go to a concert because he hates music. But I would ask Hannah. I would ask Sasha. But I was in therapy this past week and we were wrapping up and she's like, I need to let you go, but have you ever heard about the house theory? And I was like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. And she said, there's like, if you have a house, there are friends you have front porch friends who you might open the door and let them talk for a minute, but then they're gonna stay on the porch, and that's okay. And then you have some friends that you would let into your living room where it's like, this is my organized, like clean space, like this is tidy, and you can stay here and we can share. And then you're gonna go and leave. And then there's kitchen friends who like come a little bit further into your house, a little bit further, like past the front room, and they get to see the mess, like the kind of like more messy parts of your life. And then you have bedroom friends who, Colin's smirking.
That's us right now.
We are in your
my
bedroom.
bedroom.
But they're people that like get to see the intimate parts of your life. And she's like, it's okay if those people like move, and like it's okay if they don't stay. And I, as someone who like prayed for friendships for a really long time, like I wanted to hold on very tightly to some friendships. Like when I finally got a friend group that I really like, I felt like those were my people. I remember one of my friends, she's like, we're not gonna be friends forever. And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, we're gonna go our own separate ways, and we'll get married and have kids, and like it just won't be the same. And it hurt a lot in the moment, but just being able to be like, when my hands are open and I like get to love people where they are, like I don't really care if like where you move around. And I was like, some people leave out the back door, and that's okay too. Like, but just the idea that it's okay to have people in like different spaces, and not putting all that pressure, like not one person doesn't have to be all of my entire house.
Yeah.
Like they get to exist where they are. And if it's a season where they're in my bedroom 1 second and then maybe they're a living room one the next second, like that's okay. But I think it takes a lot of pressure off people to not be everything to one person.
Thank you for sharing all that. That was really, they say this on a lot of Christian podcasts. That was really generous of you to like pour out
Listen,
for us.
here's
and,
the
like,
thing.
share.
I don't, this is the only podcast I listen to.
Really?
And I start when y'all first did it. I think I listened to like maybe 10 minutes the first one, and I was like, yeah, pass. Podcasts make me go
Fall
to sleep.
But what happened in front of Barnes and Noble that one winter night?
Oh my gosh, Colin. Okay,
That one winter night.
It was
it
a
was in
winter night.
October.
The
It's
incident.
basically winter.
Colin and I went and saw Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
And I'm driving back to him in his car, and he commandeers my Spotify
He does
and
that.
makes me listen to it. That isn't what made me listen. That's what I listened to, and I was like,
That's the
okay,
first
I'm
one
good.
you listened to.
I'm good.
What,
I think it was
which
the Davis.
episode
It was the
Davis's
Davis.
episode.
I'm so.
And then in February,
yeah,
it had to have been.
it was in February when we went to Taqueria.
We went to Taqueria Tsunami, and she was talking about it, and I was like,
We were there for like 4 hours.
this actually sounds kind of funny. I feel like I should listen to it. And then y'all asked me to do the finale, and I was like,
Yeah.
I feel like I have to listen to this to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm lost. And I think I binged maybe 4 episodes. They're long.
It's crazy
They're
that
long
we're
episodes.
bingeable.
An hour long.
And then
No.
And then I did the finale, and I was like, I'm kind of lost on some of this stuff, but that's okay. And then Mom and I went on our trip, and we listened to one every single day. And y'all literally kept us from dying a couple of times. So, because we'd get
From falling asleep.
we'd get sleepy and turn it on, and we'd just giggle. Mom would cackle. Ashley made Mom cackle so much. And then, or
Ashley's everyone's favorite character.
or
I
if we were
think.
getting,
Oh my
if we would get
gosh.
really like agitated because we'd been in the car for 3 weeks, we'd put it on, and then we're giggling, and then by the end of it, we felt better again.
Yeah.
So
That's sweet.
3Bs.
I'm glad the
3Bs
pod
on
could
the
do that for
road.
you.
3Bs in Canada.
3Bs
Yeah,
on the
3Bs
road.
made it.
3Bs
on
in
the
the
international.
I literally
girl.
took you international.
North American
Across the border.
Highlands.
I crossed the border
Thank
into
you for
Canada
your service.
and listened to 3Bs. My mom, I told y'all this, but I'll say it again. Mom called me last week, and she's like, I'm so embarrassed. I'm like, why are you embarrassed? She's like, I just laughed out loud in the gym, and everyone looked at me. I'm like, why'd you do that? She's like, I was listening to 3Bs. I was listening to Colin's impression.
Kamala. Which is not even that good. That's why it's not good
That's
at
why
all.
it's so funny.
Oh my god. You think you found out coconut chicken?
But Mom was listening to it in the gym, and she
Oh,
laughed out loud, and everyone looked at her. Apparently, I feel like probably like one person looked at her.
She's like,
Well, there's one person
She's
ever.
stressed.
Yeah.
But that's what I would do too. I'd be like, everyone looked at me.
Everyone looked over.
Everyone turned and pointed and laughed at me.
Yeah. I think it's time for Weekly Wins.
I've been worried that I've been breathing into this mic, and I've been like,
This hasn't happened in a while, thank the Lord. But when like I've been sick and I'm like mouth breathing, I'm so aware of trying to be back here, and then if I have something to say, I'll just sneak up here.
See, my problem is the LaCroix burps.
Oh,
I will chug a LaCroix. I get gacked up on Whoop Chicken with LaCroix.
whoop chicken. What does that mean?
We have 2 videos. We have to
Mama's
show
hitting
you.
that chunky white crunch right here. Oh, boy. You can hit it anywhere. This sweet shabu shabu. You can ride the ice pony at any family gathering. Go to SNL and look up EMAF, and you'll know exactly what we mean.
Okay.
It's your own
At your own risk. Please
Yeah,
that's
consult a
something
parent
Disclaimer.
or guardian
Y'all are
before
gonna
going
Yeah.
to
Disclaimer.
youtube.com/SNL
Yeah.
to find EMAF.
E-meth.
If you're
E-meth, yes.
like an e-cig, but it's
meth.
EMAF.
It's a meth vape.
Who's in this one?
Keenan
Kate
Thompson,
McKinnon.
Kate McKinnon, some guy no one's ever heard of, and then the other guy that everyone knows his face,
the
but
guy
no one
that
Guy
plays
that
Fred.
was in Stuck
plays
in the
Fred.
Suburbs. Yeah. Remember
Fred.
Stuck
Plays
in
Fred,
the
New
Suburbs?
Girl. The guy with
You
the
know-
model
Oh my gosh, with the
train.
trains.
Yes.
Yes,
Karen
and yes.
something.
I don't know, but yeah, and
Yeah.
Stuck in the Suburbs. I forgot about that one.
Yes.
Isn't that Brenda's song?
Yes.
He looks awful. He has frosted tips,
Yeah, and everybody
and
loves
he's
him.
like 40. He's not 40, but compared to them,
looks
he
40.
feels like he's 40. I just always remember them in that tunnel thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
That's really all I got from
They
that movie.
basically-
I love a
aged him up.
decom.
Yeah, Fred with flipping Nancy.
Yeah, flipping
Yeah.
Nancy.
Oh, I love
about
I love
Fred?
when he's breakdancing.
And she says, pretend like you're underwater. Farther underwater. And he's going,
He likes trains.
yeah, he loves
okay.
trains. And then he starts,
What do you live with your parents?
and he said, yeah.
Hi, we're flipping Nancy. And then I love when Winston meets
Winston
them,
gets
and then he's
involved.
like, "You can't break up with him. I love flipping.
I love flipping Nancy. And he was
Okay.
like, you just have to get married.
I'm gonna do it.
Do what?
Kiss, Mary, kill.
Oh gosh.
Schmidt,
Oh no.
Winston,
Oh no.
whatever the other guy's
Nick.
Marry Nick Miller. I'll marry Nick Miller any day.
I'm scared of this answer.
I'll kiss Winston because he's sweet and funny. And I'm killing Schmidt. Sorry.
I have a definitive answer for this. I've thought
Oh,
about this
okay.
a lot,
Okay.
actually. Mary Schmidt.
Oh.
Because
He'll cook and he'll clean.
yes, true. But he worships the ground that Cece walks on.
That's
That's
true. And
true.
she is brown.
and she's brown. she's
brown.
Indian.
He's really
So,
into
listen,
brown
I
Mary,
texted-
and he makes a lot of money.
Listen,
There's
I
no losing.
texted.
He
I
does.
texted
True.
Hannah
Yes.
this week, and I said, "Suddenly, I understand why Schmidt is so obsessed with Cece's brown skin because of you." I feel like if you're Cece,
my
I'm
Schmidt.
Schmidt, even though I'm Winston.
Yeah, real.
Winston
yeah.
and Cece
so
mess
Mary
around.
Schmidt, kiss Nick Miller. I feel like we could get over it.
You're killing Winston.
I'm gonna kill Winston because Winston is me.
You're gonna kill yourself.
Well, no, but I don't want to marry him,
Hannah,
and I don't want
respect
to kiss
yourself.
him because it just makes me think of myself.
Okay, but I'm also Winston. I'm not gonna answer the same. We're gonna have all different answers.
no.
And
Actually,
then I'll answer
I would
too.
marry Winston because he's goofy.
You're going to
but
kill Nick?
I might.
I
He's
would kill
a slob.
Nick. He's a
Oh
slob.
my gosh,
He doesn't
he's the
do
sweetest
anything.
He
He's
waited-
really
slob you
lazy.
ever did
Listen, but here's the
see.
thing. He waited.
And he's kind of dumb.
Okay,
Sorry,
here's
I said
here's
it.
my
So
here's my.
endearing.
He is endearing, but here's my thing.
My friends call
Okay.
me gay Nick.
Yeah.
Be gay. Be gay. You're gay.
You're gay.
What kind of gay am I?
Me and the gay community call them drowsers. Why would you like a sleepy guy?
I love sitting down with a cold beer and a hot guy on my. Who was I talking to about this episode yesterday?
It was me.
Yeah. I love
think-
this episode.
Here's my issue with Nick Miller, is that there's 7 seasons, is that right?
Yes.
Between season 6 and season 7. Season 6, him and Jess are together. Season 7, 3 years later, they're still not married.
Yeah, that
He would
is
not
an
marry
issue.
me.
Red flag.
He wouldn't do it.
And her dad had to basically be like,
You
lock
have to
in.
do this.
Yeah.
This is your ultimatum.
Or,
Yeah.
I'm removing my blessing.
Yeah, straight
Yeah.
up.
And she comes back and she's like, holds her hand up.
And it's a cast.
She got a cast on
Yeah.
her finger. She broke
Cast
her
'cause she
finger
broke
and
her
she got a
finger.
nose ring.
Yeah. No.
I could get behind
Well,
the
in
nose
this
ring.
scenario,
no.
he has to marry me.
He got
because
rich on
that's-
accident.
My
too.
issue also, I have a qualm with Winston. Why the heck did he have them move out as a prank?
That was very frustrating.
But also, there's no way they could afford that place on their own.
No.
There's no way. I know that Schmidt was paying like 70% of that rent.
100%.
I'm gonna marry Winston.
Yeah.
I think I'm
He's
gonna,
reliable.
I think I'm gonna kiss Schmidt. Yeah. Yeah, probably. And then I'll kill Nick.
I
But I
would
do
agree.
love Nick.
I want Nick as my
Gosh.
best friend.
It's cool that we all have
And that's
different
it.
answers. I don't know that.
I want Coach as my best friend.
I don't know
True.
that Kiss, Marry, Kill has
Girl.
ever been so different. Are you gonna answer?
I mean,
Adam, hey, shout out Adam. You're not sporty at all, but you
But
are
you're
our
so
coach.
Girl, don't do it, girl.
I love you, Adam.
Girl,
mean,
down
if
the
I
bills
had
are
to-
coming, girl.
when I think of these three people, I think of men that are already in my life. I think of Nick Howerton is Nick. I think Lance is Schmidt.
Oh, Lance
We've
is so
had this
Okay, so
conversation.
I made Lance watch the episode Elaine's Big Day because Lance
Taylor Swift one.
because Lance loves Taylor Swift. He thinks she's a goddess. So I made him watch that and I said you are so Schmidt and Andy is so Nick.
Yeah.
Andy is so
Andy
Nick.
is so Nick. And I thought that originally during the episode
You're
for the,
Winston.
I'm Winston. I thought that originally because of the bachelor party episode where he's like, "You're gonna be a great wife to Cece because you're a great wife to me," and then
Yeah.
he goes off and he like punches stuff. That's how I imagine Andy opening up to Lance. So I made them watch that, and Lance was like, "Oh yeah, I'm so Schmidt.
That's
Lance
funny.
is so Schmidt."
Let's do weekly wins
Yeah.
again.
Should we
Let's
do our
redo
weekly
that.
wins now?
Let's redo it.
Okay.
I think it's
I'm gonna leave this in. I'm not cutting this out. This is funny.
What if weekly wins was just begun with a wheeze?
Hey guys, I think it's time for weekly wins.
See how easy that
Dun
was?
dun dun. It just got me for a second.
Okay.
I'm back. My weekly win has been was going to Six Flags on Tuesday with all of y'all and just doing the most and having the best
Doing
time
the
ever.
most, yeah.
Jace was constantly asking where Anna Margaret was.
What?
Constantly asking where Anna Margaret
And
was.
Why?
Margaret is a jerk.
He was.
They were
singing that all day.
As Colin
I
pulled
heard
out of the
it.
driveway, their heads were sticking out of the windows, yelling that at me.
Anna Margaret is a jerk. No, but I think he trusts you
Sorry
a lot
about-
somehow.
I've never spoken to him.
He has like
People
the
say that
maternal,
about you,
the
girl.
maternal
What the
trust
heck?
of you.
Maternal?
I think it might be because your approval is something people want to win.
Highly sought after.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
because you have that
Yeah.
personality that seems unimpressed a little bit.
Because I am.
That
It's
people
'cause it's
want to impress
true.
you so bad. So that was my weekly win: going and riding roller coasters with
Also,
Barrett
his-
and
his
Barrett
giant gummy
even
bear.
having someone there that he could encourage to
Yeah.
ride roller coasters, even though he has some fear he's working through.
I really thought he passed out on that one.
Oh, I thought for sure
Poison
on
Ivy.
Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Me and
he was
Hannah looked down
gone.
from Mindbender, and I'm like, "Is Bear okay?"
He was conked.
My weekly win was probably also Six Flags on Tuesday
Yeah.
because
Exposure therapy summer.
Great.
exposure
up.
therapy summer.
Yeah.
And there's a picture of me that Anna Margaret took of me after I got off of Daredevil, where I'm literally levitating in the air. The
My
live
phone was
photo,
on
I'm
2%, and I'm
jumping
like,
up and
I
down.
gotta capture this.
Because I said when we walked in the park that I would ride any ride except for that one. That was my only no.
Oh, really?
I also
I don't
didn't
think I
I also
that.
didn't ride Twisted Cyclone because I knew it was going to hurt my neck,
Yeah.
but not because I was scared of it because I've already done it.
Right.
Only because I knew that was going to hurt my neck. And so I
Daredevil actually was not near as bad as I thought it was. going to be.
yeah, but it was like for me, I guess it was like a mind thing.
Yeah.
Mindbender.
And
Conquer your fears.
I did it. I did it.
yeah.
And I was-
Mindbender sucks.
Can I-
It hurts so bad.
It hurt so bad.
Can I also brag on Hannah because last week she was like, "I do not want to go to Six Flags. I'm not gonna have fun. I don't like roller coasters." And then she literally rode everything. She rode more than I did.
Multiple times.
Yeah,
Multiple
that
times.
turned
You
around
rode
so
Goliath up front
fast.
with me.
Yeah, I did. I
Was it
passed out on
scarier?
Batman.
Was it
It was
scarier up
scary, but
One thing about
honestly,
Hannah,
what made me feel better about it was the fact that Courtney was losing her mind next to me.
That's what's so
I sat next to
fun.
Courtney on a bunch of rides, and she was. That was the worst. She was like, I was sitting there, and I was like, I understand now why people laugh when I'm screaming.
Yeah.
because it made sense to me in that moment.
also
Yeah.
Hannah sings Landslide going up the hill.
Oh
on
yes, I
Goliath.
will sing, but I will sing the Nick Miller version of Landslide.
No, I saw the puppies.
I saw it with their eyes so blind.
I just
So
love
will
that.
sing.
Turned around and I hit a pound.
I turn around and I hit a pound. And I saw all the puppies.
He's like, this is
with
actually
their
a really good
eyes
song.
so blind. That's
sweating
the
through the
best
kimono.
episode of New Girl. Because Jess thinks that she has hidden meth, but it's actually just aquarium rocks.
Spoiler alert.
But she thinks it's meth. And then
I love that we got
they're
back to New
trying
Girl.
to do a home check because Winston wants to be a cop.
He's trying
So
to-
they're doing
Her
like the
bird
background
died.
check. They're coming to the house and the cop is there. And she's like, I have to get rid of this meth.
If she just never brought it up, they would have been fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight up. Anyway,
Anyway,
digress. But yeah, that was really cool. That I don't know. That was definitely the Lord. I actually I said this the last solo bees we did, but y'all kept asking me to go and I kept saying no. And Colin was like, I think it'll be fun. And I was like, it's not going to be fun.
she
Stop
did
telling
not
me
want
it's
to get a
gonna be
season
fun.
pass.
It's not going to be fun.
Now you have a gold season pass.
Yeah. Well, I realized I can really only go
And-
on Fridays and Saturdays.
And we have a $40 cup that we share.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tumbleweave.
Tumbleweave.
Her name
That's
is
her name.
Tumbleweave. I need to make a sticker.
Yeah, that says Tumbleweave. But I really think it was the Lord because the first day that we went, I was like shaking in my boots, terrified. I showed up here and I was like, y'all, I've had dry mouth all morning, which was true. I did have dry mouth all morning. I was extremely anxious, but I was praying the whole way here. The first day, I was like, Lord, let me just have fun. Take away the fear. Let me just have fun. I just want to have a good time with my friends that I love. And then I did. And then that made Tuesday even better because
True.
I just wanted to do stuff.
Tea.
So, yeah.
Tea, girl.
Conquer your fear summer.
I think that's one of the most fun things about going to Six Flags is seeing other people ride stuff and see how much they enjoy it. Like I had so much fun with you on Superman. So much fun. Cuz you Courtney and Jace went on
Yeah.
that first one and we got the second one to get in the front. I was trying to scream and like take in the
She was
ride.
just
and,
laughing
like,
at me.
I
She was
wanted
like-
to scream.
She was
and
like,
be
girl, you're killing me. We're on the ride. We're upside
scared.
down. She's like, girl, you're killing me.
just laughing at Hannah, just having a good time. That was so much fun. It was fun. It's fun to see It was fun to ride Goliath with Courtney in the
Yeah.
back because she never.
You should have done it with her in the front.
I
That
know.
was
I
crazy.
would have if there was
we
that
didn't
other
have
seat.
any room.
It's all right. You guys were in the front row with
Okay.
that. I don't know, some other person, but
Yeah, we went to get off. He said, I gotta get off of here. I gotta get off.
and he didn't get
I
off.
need to be free of this.
That's what I was thinking about. We were going up and
But-
he said, I said, have you ridden this before? And he said, yeah, but I don't like it. I'm like, why are you on
Why
your
are
by
you doing this
yourself?
again?
Hey,
You're by
why'd you do
yourself.
this? Yeah, but that's what I think. I love seeing people have fun at Six Flags. But my weekly win, I think if we're going back to calendar week, my weekly win was Sunday. I had so much fun. Church was really good.
yeah.
I got to kind of
It's been a
float
week.
around
I forgot about
Such a
Sunday.
in the lobby. I don't know where I really fit in because I found out I wasn't actually supposed to stand at the front door, but I was just standing around talking to a bunch of people and I met some people I'd never talked to before and that was really cool. And then after, FOMO was really cool to be a part of. Like,
Super cool.
and me and Hannah had this conversation before about just, I was like, what am I even gonna do there? Like, what the heck is even gonna happen, you know? But I'm really glad I went, and she had some good words of encouragement, and we actually ended up being in the same group, which I was really thankful for.
Me too.
And I don't know, just being there, being a part of that was really cool, and just seeing how creative the students are and you are, and that was just really cool to just witness. And I was scribing. I wrote everything
Write that down.
Write that down.
Yeah.
Write that
It's
down.
made it to FOMO, y'all.
I wrote that
The
down.
write that down
Write
made it
that
to
down.
FOMO.
Yeah, and then afterward was fun too. We went to Hannah's pool and we swam.
We swam. We
That
swamped.
was a lot of fun. That whole day was a very good day.
Then we saw a movie.
Glorious
We saw
day.
we saw
That's crazy.
Yeah,
We
without me and
saw-
Sasha.
dress.
Well,
Is that
Yeah.
He told you
Jurassic
tell us-
World.
yeah?
You didn't tell us which one you were
Jurassic.
actually doing.
Jurassic.
We
You didn't-
texted
you-
you and said, hey, we're
You
moving it
said,
up.
is it cool if we change it?
Mommy's alright.
Daddy's alright. They
It
just seem a little weird.
Ashley does that when Colin and I are arguing sometimes.
Yeah.
This is my turn.
Marg, what's
All
your
right.
weekly win?
Weekly win, Margaret.
Anna
win.
Margaret Lynn.
I've listened to
weekly-
enough of these to know that I can have more than one, so I'm gonna have more than one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
girl.
can.
My first one is because it was 4th of July weekend this past
True.
weekend. None of y'all mentioned 3rd of July.
3rd of July. I've lived lives, y'all.
3rd of
I
July
wasn't
was
there.
last
Oh.
Thursday.
We
What a
recorded Saturday.
busy
We
week.
recorded Saturday.
Okay,
We're
okay,
good.
okay,
We're
okay.
covered.
Oh, yeah, we
Yes,
talked
That
about
makes
that
sense.
in. We're
That makes
good.
sense. Well, I wasn't here for
week.
that. So
Colin had the beef sweats.
ew.
He was laid
Bro,
up
I
on
had
the couch with the beef
foot-long
sweats.
dogs. I had 2.
I looked over, he's
one
going-
and a couple bites.
And then I looked back and he's like this.
I was trying to stretch my body out and stretch my spine, give my spine some room to wiggle about. Hey, Anna Margaret, what's your weekly
Anyway,
wins?
4th of July was really good. I went to Lake Wedowee with my friends from Mississippi, who they're really like my family, but there were like 24 of us there. So that was fun. My back was still hurt from Six Flags, so I did not do as much as I normally would. Because normally I'd be like wakeboarding and skiing and all that, but I didn't do any of that because of my spine. And then today I went to my brother's house because he is in town, and he'll be in town through while we're in Savannah. So today was kind of my last day to see him. But I just went and did work at his house, and we went and got waffle fish ice cream. I told you about it. I went and
Yes.
got it again. It's still with Nutella, but then it's inside ice cream.
A fish?
It's a waffle fish. A fish made out of waffle.
yes.
Filled with Nutella.
Yes.
on
Isn't
top
this
of
a
ice cream.
Korean
That's
thing?
very...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
so. It's Asian.
Or Japanese?
It's at a place called like Tin Leaf in Austell.
Period.
So we did that. And that was fun because I don't get to see him very often anymore. So
Thank you for listening to
3 B's on a
Pod. I'm Colin.
I'm Hannah.
I'm Ashley.
and I'm Anna Margaret.
Woo, she's at Margaret.
And you're watching Disney Channel.
Oh. You are cherished regulars listening to this audibly on any platform. But you can also find us on social media at 3B's on a Pod on Instagram. Actually,
I need
only
to
Instagram.
actually take a
Only
video of
Instagram.
this.
Yes,
And Reddit
take a video
also.
of
For my
this.
monthly
You
video.
can find us on Reddit threads, right?
Everyone
Subreddit?
can
I
go
don't-
watch my
I don't know
monthly
what it's
video.
called.
I don't know. God
You
only
can.
knows
And
what
watch
it
me
is.
pod and my monthly video.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys next time. Great show!